The girl stared at the pool in front of her. She noticed that the pool was clearly marked for ladies only, but it was occupied by a group of boys. She expressed her determination to learn to swim to her father, but he sternly warned her that it was unbecoming for girls to swim. In order to gain her father's approval, she picked up her ukulele and, for the first time, rebelled against the injustice of fate. Day and night, she engaged in a relentless sound attack. Finally, her father surrendered. The reason she was so stubborn about learning to swim was that, when she was a child, she had witnessed a ferry catch fire just 9 meters from the shore. All 847 women on board perished because they couldn't swim. In 1914, America, it was a cardinal sin for women to expose their bodies. Even showing a leg on the beach could get a woman dragged away by the police. Swimming was an impossible dream for women. But little Trudy made up her mind that she had to learn to swim. It was her insistence on the dignity of life. The next day, her father put Trudy in a conservative swimsuit and tied a rope around her waist, thinking this would restrain her dreams. Faced with the surging sea, Trudy felt a twinge of fear. The next second, her sister walked up and said,
"What are you waiting for?"
Encouraged by her sister, Trudy rushed to the seaside, ignoring her father's obstruction, and plunged into the water without hesitation. As time passed, Trudy and her sister gradually grew up. They had never had professional coaching, but they accompanied each other and made progress together. One day, the town held its annual swimming competition. Although more than a decade had passed, women's sports were still not mainstream at the time. Seeing the slow-moving swimming champions in front of her, Trudy declared that even if her sister went down, she wouldn't lose. However, a coach nearby overheard this.
Sorry, girls. Boys only. Women's pool's over there.
But the unreasonable coach was immediately scolded by their mother. After this incident, their mother made a major decision to send her 2 daughters to a professional swim team for training. Their father scoffed at this.
For girls, there's no such thing.
But he didn't know that an underground swim team just for women had already emerged. The girls were shocked by what they saw as soon as they entered. The coach was also a woman. Their mother immediately introduced her 2 daughters to the coach, hoping she would accept them into the swim team. However, due to the lack of professional training, the sisters' swimming skills were limited to the basic doggy paddle. This clumsy swimming style immediately drew laughter from the other girls. After careful observation, the coach felt that the older sister had some potential. But for Trudy, she was far from the standard of a professional athlete. Unwilling to let Trudy's dream be buried, their mother asked Coach Abby to keep her. The coach agreed to give her a chance, but required Trudy to burn the boiler for the team every day and pay $2 per week in tuition. Their mother accepted these conditions without hesitation, but $2 a week in tuition was still a bit of a stretch for a mother with no source of income. Although her husband ran a butcher shop, he was unwilling to invest in his daughter's dream. The tenacious mother quietly picked up her craft from many years ago and, through diligent work, successfully saved up enough for the tuition.